Hello and welcome to another one podcast.
We have a Patreon. It's one of the best Patreons in the game.
By best, it's more of us.
Hundreds of hours of content. There's specials on there.
Three
specials. 2 live shows. It's one of the best Patreons around. You won't regret it. Sign up. £3 a month. That's all it fucking is.
I can't promise you it's one of the best or the most valuable, but if you enjoy us,
I think it is.
It's the only way to guarantee this carries on.
Yeah, that's yeah.
So
Genuinely.
It's up to you. Would you like this podcast to carry on? If the answer to that question is yes, then why not part with 75p a week by signing up to our Patreon?
Patreon.com/another one podcast. Sign up to it. You don't even have to enjoy the content that's on there.
You don't even have to watch it.
No.
Just
sign up.
75p a week,
yeah,
so that you get your public episode every week, guaranteed. Because if it drops below a certain level, it will stop.
75p a week.
The minute this costs us money again, it's gone.
Yeah, and it's
barely even.
So, please,
for the love of God,
yeah, please. Now it's beyond a joke. Now there's only one podcast that needs the money, and that's ours. We're absolutely brassic, and we've got the most outgoings, like dependents.
Another one.
Hello, welcome to Another One podcast, episode 160, 107, 180, 176, with me, Simon Wozniak, Robert Thomas.
Hello.
And joining us is 2 Hall of Fame guests, Kate Tracey.
Hello.
Mikhail Osbourne.
Hi, guys.
Lovely dulcet tones of Mike.
Mike, can you just close that door behind you, please?
Let's find out.
It's going to annoy me.
I can.
Mike's got a voiceover reel, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can imagine, yeah.
It's a lot of ads for Grindr.
Not uncomfortable from it, yeah.
You got an agent?
I'm too fucking lazy to
You got an agent?
That is the next move.
Right.
I was basically, right, so in my defense for being a complete fuck up and never finishing anything, right? I was kind of waiting for Hot Water to get their recording studios done, so I've got like somewhere reliable to record. Yeah. And then they decided they're going to rip them all fucking out.
Still.
We'd still be waiting as well. That's what we were waiting to move into there.
Oh, so you were waiting for them to record it there?
And then I'm like, I've got a space that I can record commercially in. Let's fucking go. And now they're tearing them all out and building them downstairs in the fucking cellar.
Yeah.
But at least they are still building them, so now
What are they going to do with the rooms?
turn it into a reception venue, function room, yeah.
Oh, sound.
Yeah, I've got a voiceover reel where I do shitty made up adverts.
You know?
Can you give us a little...
I've heard it. It's really good.
Welcome to Audible.
Nice.
Oh, it's good, that, yeah.
What else can you do?
Find the job you want at monster.co.uk.
Nice.
You know,
He's got a good voice for it, hasn't he?
You know, you got a nice voice. Like, why would you talk in your normal voice? Why, like, you're not just talking like that voice all the time.
What?
That's similar, but it was more enunciated.
Oh yeah, no, it's because you've really got to try and you've got to enunciate all the fucking time, and it's a pain in the ass. Yeah, I could talk like this all the time, but
I find it really soothing.
I bet you do.
There's something about it, like, oh yeah, I feel better now.
I feel good soothing you. Yeah, but no, it's like it takes effort to do that.
Yeah, but now you sound whiny.
It is. I understand it, Mike. I understand it. Because obviously people say that about people who do accents, don't they? Go, why would you talk like that if you could do that? It's like,
no, accents are different. But that's just it
was Mike's voice.
His own voice sort of exaggerated.
That's the same thing though. It's just I've got no actual accent. It's just a fucking melange of bullshit.
So if you had any.
No, because I'm lazy as fuck. I've got my reel done. It's just like literally having somewhere to record, so I can convert a room into a recording studio. But it's not going to be as good quality as just having somewhere to record all the time. So it's like say you get something decent. It's like, oh yeah, I've got a home record studio, and they're like, oh, this is bullshit. You're fired.
Can you do accents?
Depends on the accent, but yeah, for the most part.
My favourite bit about it is the made-up adverts.
Yeah,
like, I'd just go all out and be like,
yeah.
Is your AIDS playing up?
Yeah.
You need AIDS away.
You need something that's gonna grab the listener's attention. The advert, you go like, oh, what's he reading about here?
Come to M&S or we'll stab you.
There you go. Yeah,
we know where you live.
That's good.
Asshole.
So you've been doing that then? You're going into the voiceover game now?
It'd be fucking great if I could drop this day job.
Oh, yeah.
It's not even money. It's just replacing the money I'm earning selling my soul in retail because stand-up's going great.
Oh, man.
You can't say stand-up's going great when you're not trying.
Yeah,
That doesn't work.
I've seen
Oh,
loads.
yeah, absolutely,
Seen
you
loads
can.
of people not trying to. No, I'm joking.
What? So you mentioned before about you on the sauce. You pulling back now.
Not really. I mean, I don't have a problem drinking unless I start drinking, right? And then I don't stop.
Yeah, so that's
Like a binge
Yeah, that's the
drinker.
same as me. Yeah.
alcohol abuse.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same as me. Yeah,
it's not-
if I don't drink, I can go without drink.
Yeah.
But once it's
Doing up diagnoses there.
once it's
Yeah,
certain
yeah,
points,
I
I've got you know, I just don't like wasting time.
No, exactly. And also, like, everyone's still out. Let's have another drink. Why the fuck not?
Yeah, but
I don't
I'm on a couch when I do as well.
But apparently it's one of the symptoms of ADHD, which I've been diagnosed with.
Oh, wasn't everybody?
I got diagnosed
fuck
on TikTok, like every fucker else.
Yeah.
Not like watching something. I just looked at my time watched.
You shouldn't be allowed.
Have you been officially diagnosed?
No, I probably should.
Oh,
I thought it was a joke. Oh, you've.
No, I genuinely probably should do, but I literally.
Why?
I looked at my TikTok time
Why
watched
should you do though?
because they'll give me meth,
What's
and that might work.
it won't make any difference.
It might not, but at least I'll know.
Just having a label won't change your personality or your life.
No. It's
You
the,
are
it's the
what you are
drugs.
now.
It's
Yeah,
the
weed.
drugs.
Yeah,
Oh,
but you
no, I
are
know.
no, you are what you are.
No,
Everyone's getting diagnosed.
You've been masked for so long.
Having ADHD.
No, I agree. I understand. And I do know what you're saying, Rob. I have masked it for that long that it's probably not going to change.
Yeah.
But if I can take some meth and get something done in like a day, then I can be like, right, well,
Just take meth.
it's
Probably
the dosage,
cheaper to
really.
buy on the dark web than get
But-
the prescription.
But Rob Mulholland gets weed.
yeah, because he gets
Yeah, so
scared sometimes.
yeah, that's great then.
no,
So it's
Because he
Chapman.
gets scared
yeah, it's
sometimes.
anxiety, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's anxiety.
That's what Chapman gets. Chapman gets weed now. For
Yeah, but you're looking for hobbies, aren't you? Now.
Yeah, no, that's the thing. Like, if I can get a doctor to say, here, take some meth, then I could be like, right, this either works or it doesn't. It probably won't work because it's been that fucking long. I'm 42 years
Well,
old.
why don't
I'm
you
not
just
breaking
try
the
it?
habit. But it'd be nice to just see if that actually was the thing. And if my parents had loved me more when I was a child.
What do you mean get anything done though? What do you not get
What
done?
have you got to do?
So there's loads of, like, I've got a fucking, loads of sketches that I need to film because they're
You
good.
need to do.
Need that again.
Right.
What have you got to do?
Fucking apply for voiceover jobs instead of just sitting there going like, I'll get to there
Yeah, but
someday.
are you confusing ADHD with just laziness?
No, because
So what's happening between you applying and not? Like you going to apply.
All right, so
Now what happens?
I'll give you a narrowed down idea of why I think this is probably the case because I've had this shit my entire life. I just never really noticed though. But so a couple of weeks ago, I had to go to Tesco's. Right, I go to Tesco's, get some food. It's about 6 o'clock.
Nightmare.
Tesco's closed at 10. Right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I should probably go. And I'm on TikTok. I'm just scrolling. I'm like, look, just put it down, and we'll go. In my brain the whole time, just come on, mate. Just come on, stop this. Put your phone down. Go. Come on, let's go. And then it got to about 10:30. And I was like, well, that's done now. Kind of need to go for a piss, right? And I went to the bathroom about 2:45 in the morning.
I just think that's standard.
That's not. But that's
That-
something
that-
that we can all do.
that is
That.
literally
That's
just
9 hours.
That is literally just what brings me more joy: sitting here scrolling or going to Tesco, and it's sitting here scrolling. So I just won't go to
9
Tesco.
hours isn't normal, but I do that shit all the time.
That's procrastination more than
Yeah.
anything else.
I
Yeah,
did
but
that
it's
today.
it's something that's very easy that I could do that won't take that much time, and I could probably still.
It's
do
not
it.
easy though.
but it's fucking boring, and you can't be asked dealing with people in the Tesco.
Yeah.
And then it's like you got to make the decision. Like I'm sick of thinking.
Also-
you got to make a decision. What you got? Why do I just shove something in my mouth? Do you know, like it's just all that is more stress than just going.
Just for everyone at home, it's a 3-minute walk to Tesco.
Sick of thinking.
Yeah.
Like, and the whole time I'm sitting there going, "This is fucking stupid."
No, because you don't need to go to Tesco.
I needed to eat.
You don't. You don't need to do
Go at
anything.
least 4 weeks without it.
You don't need to do anything.
No, I should.
And also Uber Eats is that you've got fallbacks. Like,
That's the
I
fucking
needed
problem.
to get to the school to pick up my daughter. I get there.
Yeah, see, that's the thing.
I needed to get ready and have my hair dry for 3. I didn't because I didn't need it drying. I just had to put a cap on. And I was like, how have you managed to sit here for 6 hours and still not let your hair dry? naturally when you go, I need to get this shower at 11, so this dries fine in time to go and do what I need to do.
Do you get to work on time?
Fuck no.
So you're going to try and claim time blind, probably.
No. I know
Is
exactly
that
when I'm
a
late.
thing? Time blind?
Apparently,
It's on
people
the
try and get away
podcast.
with it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I used to work with a guy. He could never get in on time. He could go home, like that. He never leave late. It was unbelievable. It was great. I enjoyed it.
People just starting to make shit up now all the time.
Yeah, that one was the funniest one though. It was so good. He'd ring up at like 2 hours after his start time, and I remember speaking to him. He's one of these wild ones who are like always right, who know everything. You know them ones who are like they always know everything, and they always find quick ways of doing everything.
And they always have something to say at the end of a meeting.
Yeah,
Nigel's
like
dad.
them, and then they've always got. They go, it's a stupid way they do this, but they never really go up.
No.
He was like that. He was all right. I got on with him, but I did enjoy the fact he could call up and be like, "Yeah, it's happened." They go, "All right, yeah, fine, just whatever." And then he'd never make the time back that he should have done. But like he could, the way he could. I tried to call him up like, so he
Call them on.
like, so how can you not know it's 6 now? And he went, "Oh, I can know that." But when you wake up in the morning, and he could say, like, he'd look at it, and then that doesn't register. I don't know what it is. I'm sure this is what I mean about now. I'm sure somebody come here with it and do a very detailed thing of that is what it is. And I go, right, fair enough.
I wouldn't say right, fair enough.
Would you not?
No. Because you can argue any bollocks.
See that I do that.
Yeah, like Mike's thing
I do
before
that, no,
about the upside down eyes.
Yeah. But
You just have to say it with confidence.
Yeah.
Say it plausibly and it becomes a fact.
regularly I'll turn up to work like an hour or two late, but that's because I've been drinking.
Yes.
Or
yes.
I've been on fucking
Which is
TikTok
a
all night and fallen asleep
Symptom of ADD.
45 minutes before I go to bed. Right, and that's some bullshit. But luckily, every manager I've worked with has thought I'm sound, so it's been okay.
That is just you wanting to be a better person.
Yeah, that's probably a
and
good
you-
thing.
Yeah, but that's just like, oh, ADD. It's not. It's just you be a better person.
But the whole thing is, I like to think I'm capable of more than what I'm doing. Probably not a load more, but maybe a little bit.
ADHD.
Yeah. Makes me sneeze. Yeah. I don't know. I mean, maybe I could do with getting, but I've got no inclination.
Yeah, that's fine.
Item C at this age, if someone said to me, "Yeah, you've got ADHD," I'd be like, "Okay."
What is it you think
How's that
you would
gonna
improve?
make me
What
like-
would improve your life about your personality? You go, oh, actually, that would be better for me. Because I would go, you need to have more get up and go.
Yeah, a better work ethic.
Yeah, I think that's what it might be instead of work ethic or ADD.
I'm sorry, everyone who won't have to blow me nose.
Just do what you want. It's fine, okay.
Fine.
But the whole reason I ever thought about it was
As long as we
just
can put it
after
out as a
lockdown.
reel.
We can sell it for the Patreon.
Kate's arse and nose blowing. We'll probably make a bit of money off that.
That'll be a new fetish. That'll be a new
Imagine
fetish.
if that was
yeah.
your calling. Fucking blowing your nose and getting...
Being able to leave
Would you
with
do
it.
that? I know feet pics is the thing that everyone goes, oh, I'll do that. What about blowing your nose?
Yeah.
There's
So
got to
you
be.
do that?
It's got to be.
I reckon that
Absolutely.
I reckon that's a passive
Anything with
1,500 a
fluids
month, that.
is
When I
defo
was
got.
flying, a girl got sacked because she was selling her tights that she'd wore on shift.
Yeah, but that seems more sinister. Blowing your nose, you go, come on.
If
Were they-
that would help me
were they
pay my mortgage off early, I would sell off dirty tights easy.
Were they tights provided to her, or does she have to buy them herself?
Yeah, there was a special colour that we were only allowed to wear.
Right.
So that's why people knew they were like...
Yeah.
Are you a bit under the weather or you just hate
No, I don't
hate?
know if it's... Well, no, I've had a sinus infection, but I don't know if this is a little bit... I haven't got hay
Maybe it's a
fever.
bit dusty in age, reckon.
Yeah, it's
I'll
probably
go on
dusty,
TikTok
yeah.
and see if I've got hay fever.
Yeah.
I never used to have hay fever, and I got it at 31 years old. I was
Fuck
fucking
off.
fuming.
No, you never.
No, your body
You never-
physiology changes every 7 years.
Boom.
Don't care.
And when you get to 42, that's when your body, especially in women, you lose a lot of collagen, and that's when women become allergic to things because they've had collagen to protect them.
Imagine. Oh.
What was that, sorry? Collagen.
Collagen like protects your skin and like...
Well, that's the thing that makes it. Makes it
but
Keeps it
Gives it the
tight as well.
elasticity.
stops coming after 25, doesn't it?
around when you're 42, that's
Yeah.
when it like depletes like severely.
Yeah.
So that's when people start to get like allergic to stuff because they haven't got the collagen to protect them.
Oh, so you start getting like hives and that?
Yeah. I became, I swear down,
Like
I
getting
became
red
allergic.
blotches and that?
I became allergic to eyelash glue overnight.
So what happened to you? What you?
just
running and everything, or just like
like
you know.
my eyes. I look like a dolphin. Every now and again, I get allergic conjunctivitis. I've never had it before in my life, and when my eyes close over, and I look like a dolphin.
Oh, it's bleak getting older.
Shit, man, I hate getting old. That's rubbish.
Oh, I'm looking at my face now. Sometimes I think like, oh, now I'm obsessed with me gums. Like they're going, and I'm like, come on.
Your gums are going.
Oh, I'm looking at them thinking, come on, how much is a gum graft in that?
You're receding gum
What?
line.
Lip flip.
I don't.
Suppose it lowers your lip down so you can't see your gum.
Oh God, no.
Oh, was it you shared that the other day?
No?
The girls drinking from the straws who had lip flips.
Oh God.
I didn't know what it was. I just thought it was filler, but they said lip flip.
Yeah.
And it's basically girls who had they can't suck from straws.
No,
like they suck,
I had
and all the
I
it just dribbles.
I had filler on my lip, just around the edge, and then there was some left over, so she put it here, and like, William, you're in marionette lines, and she went to just put a little bit in. And I was
Did
like,
she ask you first?
Yeah. I was like, that.
Fuck
I
that.
was trying to drink, and it was just dribbling out the side
That's
of my
it,
mouth.
Oh no.
It was me with these girls trying to drink out of a straw. And it was just dribbling out. I was like, that's fucking funny.
But I never got them.
Yeah,
done
it is
before,
mad.
and
It is
I was
mad
like,
what
this
people
is
are doing
who I
now.
am now.
Yeah.
No, I'm looking at it now and I'm thinking I'm just gonna have to own it. But like, I remember when I used to see like people who were like in the late 40s or something, and I'd be like, they look a bit, and then now I'm like, oh no, yeah, like. There's nothing you can do. There is, there is, but like it's so much harder.
It's a drastic solution.
I remember my mum turned 40, and me and my mate were in her living room, and she was in the kitchen, and we were going, "Oh my God, she's so old." Isn't
Yeah.
she?
You know, I'm like that now. Like I could see some men's teeth, and I'm going like, "Fucking hell, he's not." And then I've gone, "Oh no, like, this is gonna happen for me now unless I get rich enough to go sort that."
Have you ever had it when you bump into someone, like just a random stranger, you find out when they were born and they're like 2 years younger than you and they look like shit, and you just going around people and like, I don't look like that.
Yeah, but
I
then
don't-
when
No,
you
no,
find
just tell
out,
me I don't look that fucking
No,
bad.
that's the worst when you realise,
when you find
that's
out
what I
they're
look
the same
like.
age as you, and you look well better, it just makes you feel so. It makes your day.
Do you know, is that where you immediately go, I look well better?
My mum she would like, we'd be in Kirby or whatever shopping, and because she knew everyone, I'd be like, oh, yeah, Ange, how are you? She'd be like, oh, yeah, I'm fabulous, I'm great. And then they'd walk away and she'd go, guess how old they are. I went to school with them, and she would be buzzing off herself because she looked like so much better than them.
But she did then.
And it
Because
and it
sometimes...
rubbed off on me, so I do that now. If I see people,
Right.
I mean, people only go on Facebook on like school reunions and that, just so to weigh yourself up against your peers.
Sometimes you do the school run, you go to just like a school meeting or a play or something, and it's like, oh, they must be the nan. It's like, oh no, that's the mum. And you're like,
Yeah, you see
oh,
some.
they look old, and you think oh, we look great, and you think, no, actually, we have no idea what we look
Yeah,
like.
is that mirror lying?
Is that a reflection, or like,
Oh, the school one.
do we
When I
look
was in
so
2
old?
years, I told my nan if she picked me up from school, she had to wait when no one could see her.
Oh,
'Cause then
Jesus.
She was dead old, and everyone thought she was my mum, and she was like a cheeky little bitch.
Oh, my gran knocked on the door and actually put her head into the classroom, and she picked me up one time because she was in a taxi. Absolutely mortified. I was like, she can never pick me up again. Like, she's
Guess what my
head in the classroom. Is Simon here?
It's
Just
bad that
yeah.
nans don't care.
No.
My mate's nan, right? When her son was little, she got him. They lived in like Formby, and he had the best of everything. And she got him this like new coat, probably like a Campri coat or something like that. And he wore it for school. And some kids on his first day of wearing it, some kids spat at him, and the spit got on his coat. So this girl's nan was like, "He did what? Did he? All right." So she went down to school and she went to her son. Which one was it? And he went, "Him." She went, "Hey, come here a minute," and the lads went, "What?" And she went, and spat at I was like, I love that level of pettiness.
Yeah, fuck.
That's heavy, that though.
That's what nans are for.
Yeah.
No, your nan can't be spitting at kids.
I mean, one of mine was from Glasgow, so yeah, like
Yeah, I know, but like,
fucking stabbing kids.
My nan
just-
walked into the school hall one time because one of my aunties had forgotten her dinner money, and this horrible teacher in the hall, in, like, assembly,
Just say it together. One of my aunties forgot to do the money.
and he sent her home.
Yeah.
Made her leave school at 9 o'clock to go all the way home and get her dinner money. And she was dead shy, and she walked in and was like, this, and she went, "He's done that to you." She went, if he'd have done it to any of the other kids, she wouldn't have been bothered. But because like this particular auntie used to get like dead embarrassed and get red, she went, "No, that's not happening." She threw a coat on over the nightie, went down the school, marched into the school. The receptionist was like, Mrs. Tracey, you can't. And she went, "Fuck off you." And she walked in the receptionist and opened the door and went to Mr. Hunt, "Hey, you bastard, get out here." And he was just like, and all the kids are like, "Oh."
Oh no, to be
Can't do that now. School's
no.
locked.
They're all locked. And,
Yeah,
Kids are in lockdown.
you literally can't get in them anymore.
I never realised.
From Nans.
Yeah, I never realised that some parents would do. I think there was one woman in our school, who beat up two kids, but these were two rotten kids, and I think they were giving her son a hard time, and it was just constant. That was like proper bullying, I think. But I'm sure that it went around the school that like, I think his mum just twatted them both.
I'm not. I can understand it. Like,
Yeah, I think she just went.
Of the hard mums though.
yeah.
Like when the kids used to play out in the streets, and there was this one kid, and he'd never give them a minute's peace, and I was terrified of his mum. She was dead hard. I was like, I'm gonna have to fucking knock. She probably like just wore me all over this street. I was terrified. And she opened the door, she's like that, and I went, I was like, what do I do? I won't listen. Is there something the matter with your lad? She went, why? And I went, cause like, he seems alright, but he doesn't give these kids a minute's peace. I went, but if there's something like behavioural, the matter with him, then, you know, we can sort of do something and work out. And she was like, there's nothing wrong, he's just a little twat. She's like, get down here. She's like, bastard. I was like, oh my God. But I was like, I sacrificed that kid so that I didn't get battered.
I love the way you went it nicely though. She's got any behavioural problems now. She got like, she's feeling sorry. If she'd have gone in and gone, that little twat's been but you call him my little...
Yeah, it is. The school one is full of like you're just a whole host of people, and you're thinking like what, you know, like the way you look at someone, you're like, oh, they look like a nan, and they're the mum.
Yeah.
And you look like one who's like 19, 20.
Yeah.
And then you're sitting there with them, and you're just like, I find it difficult. The school run now.
I find
in fact, I've gone to a point now where I go, right, so I know it's a day, it's a daily occurrence, but like, the small talk used to get me, but I'm getting better now at just sitting in the silence with the small, they know this as well.
Do you get? I used to always get intimidated by the other parents because I'd be like, they all know each other, they all like.
Yeah.
I was never on the school run because I was always working.
Right.
And so on the days that they'd all be like congregated
Cliques.
and they'd be in a
mates,
clique and they'd be like, and I was quite a lot younger than him because I was like a young one. And they'd be like, oh, don't see you here. I'm like, no, I've got a job. Like, but I was frightened of them. But
it's wild that they'd say that.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone would say that now. I think
it's like, no, not now. It's like gigging in Manchester.
But they all were like on first name terms with the teachers and, you know.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one woman in our who's got kids in the year above my lad, and I think a couple of years above that. And she is so ingrained in that school. And it's like, how have you done that?
Yeah.
She knows every teacher's name.
But
she goes on Christmas with big bags, hampers for them.
But I think
it's like what do you?
I think it's a case of that. You look at that and you might think that is the case, but if you spoke to them teachers, they might go,
oh yeah, they probably.
Do you know what I mean? They're going like, look, nicey, matey, nicey, nice. If you went, she doesn't understand boundaries. You know what I mean?
She doesn't.
Yeah.
She doesn't. I got wound up with it over on the sports day on the fun run. Like, you're meant to leave your kids alone. She's over there in the middle of the kids, and like she's one of the TAs. It's like, fucking, you all been told.
One in Sam's school, and she was like, she was up everyone's asses, and she was like Mrs. Organisation, and they did this like prom for them when they all left junior school. So she went, I wanted to see you. She went, everyone's got to bring something for the buffet for prom. Yeah. She went, so you can make the jellies. And I went, can I make jellies now? I went, I'll go and buy jellies. I was like, I'm not standing making like 65 individual jellies. I work 5 days a week. You can fuck off. She was like, well, you can. I was like, I will do something else. Yeah, okay.
I don't really know who does the ones else. It's just like if you back someone money in it.
Well, we've had one.
Send someone who can.
This Christmas we had the group chat said, should we all just throw in a fiver and give them 100 and something quid?
No, there's one. There's always one.
That's the appropriate gift.
But there is always one or two. There is always one or two that will put the effort in for something.
Well, the problem is you then get the.
There is.
We all agreed it, and then you watch 4 or 5 mums give bottles of wine as well. And you're like, we've had you snides, you fucking snides. We've all agreed to give a fiver in. We've given them 150 quid worth of vouchers because cash is apparently too like vulgar. So it's like, but then they say another 4 or 5 with bottles of wine on top, and you're like,
There's always my mum.
There's one mum who's doing it just so she can show off a kitchen island and WhatsApp in there. Just like, here's what I've got them. Bang, there you go. Look at that.
It's 19 crimes.
Yeah. Same one who post boy done good at Christmas.
We got the Easter bonnet on Friday. Looking forward to that.
Is that a skylight they've got above there in their kitchen, is it?
Oh, my fella got me a Rolex. My fella got me a Michael Kors bag. Oh, my fella got me a new exhaust from my car.
yeah. That's pretty much what we did this year. Sent a 4 ton to cover the bills.
This is one woman in the toddler group though, and like this is like when they were little babies, and she was dead fucking hard. I was terrified. So we all were. I think like the headmaster was terrified of her, and her kids used to just run around toddler group like that, trying to bite everyone. And we'd be like, oh, he's biting. And she'd be like, oh, he's only playing. And we'd be like, no, okay, he's only like the mafia. He's only playing. We're like, yeah, he's only playing. And like that. Like that's the kids. Just let him bite you.
Playing
putting layers on the kids. Couple of extra padders.
Playing silence of the fucking
Where's
lambs.
that bubble coat? It's 30 degrees. I don't care. Look, you want to be safe, don't you?
I was going to say, you guys are going to be in a better position to know this. Is Harvest Festival still a fucking thing?
What?
No.
Where you'd have to take a tin of food in.
Oh, we do that, yeah. You do the... But it's like summer fair or spring fair, now they call it, right?
Yeah, we used to take tins in and they give them to the old people's home. You know, like old people's homes aren't charging a fucking fortune to give old people gruel.
Yeah, there's food there. There's supposed to be food there already.
Every other week the school's asking for something.
Yeah, I'll bet.
All the time.
I need some for the Harvest Fest. You just get lobbed a tin of beers from 1977.
Yeah.
Take that.
That's some fucking pine cones and flowers on
we had to give chocolates last week. It was toffees left over.
There's a comedian called John Pinette who's dead now, but he had a great bit about going like when they're going like sort of like some American guy talking about like going, oh, they've gave like these African kids or like this African country like wheat. And he was thinking, like, that's not food. And he was like, what are they going to do with the wheat? Oh, great, we can sell this to buy food. Just made me laugh.
Especially if they're
Ricky
in
Gervais
the
did a bit
middle of
about
a
that,
drought. What are they
didn't
going to water it with?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like the idea, like if you said someone wheat, you go, what the fuck are you gonna
Ricky Gervais had a bit about like giving them a goat. He's like, great, another fucking mouth.
Yeah, teach a man to wheat.
Who's feeding this goat?
Called Sunny Smiles Week, right? And it was like, it's the 80s, like it was like this little booklet, and it was just a little picture of like an orphan, all different orphans.
Yeah.
Mm.
And
There's a few of them.
You had to sell the pictures to your family.
Like Pokemon.
You had to sell a picture of like Timmy, 5, mum and dad dead, and you'd have to sell it, and there's a little money bag, and you get the 10p and you put the 10p in the money bag, and you have to go around all your family selling a picture of an orphan.
Just one weird uncle to buy it. One weird uncle to buy a lot of them.
Like a picture of the Madonna at Christmas, just knocking on doors, singing carols. It's like, oh,
and these weren't models.
One nonce
These were the
actual.
And then like, so
you got any black ones?
Come on. Be like, go and knock at the neighbours, see if they want to buy. We're really just want to buy a picture of an orphan for 10p.
A photo of an orphan.
Oh, what? You just have the photo of the orphan?
Yeah.
And that's it? Is it?
You name on the bottom with the slip.
Like a raffle ticket or something.
Don't know that you won it.
like,
Yeah, if you get drawn, you can get...
Don't want to buy any.
The last one to get out the hat has to happen. Oh, that's so funny, that.
I hope to God
What,
they
just
bring
give
that
it-
back.
Give him money just to have a photo of an orphan, but nothing happens of it. Nothing comes of it. Just maybe you'll keep looking
But
at it and think,
like-
should we get him or not?
To be fair, put it in a frame because it's a better genetic pool than yours.
Oh, so funny.
Sunny Smiles Week, that's smart.
There's some weird shit that used to happen at school.
How do you reckon you'd be as a father
Oh, fuck me. I
if the
don't
day
know,
ever
man.
came about?
I think that'd do the same job
You'd
as
need
meth.
to get to Tesco
Yeah.
then.
Exactly. Then I need to. I absolutely.
Yeah,
like,
and-
it's not on me. Like,
Right.
Then it's even worse because you feel like you've been told to.
that's fine. I'll just feel shit about doing it, but it'll get done.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
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 So why do you need... What's a diagnosis going to do?
Get me meth.
Right, so it's just to get drugs.
It's just to see if that works. If
Is
not,
that
then
what they give you, meth?
yeah.
Yeah,
Or
basically.
like crystal meth? What
Basically
do you
yeah,
speed.
basically.
Basically speed,
So, Ritalin and all that shit is just meth.
Do you want to be part of that generational?
If all I want to know is if it works.
You could just buy it.
I've tried. Pain in the ass.
So just what you want it to give you a work ethic.
I know. I just want to see if it works.
Yeah.
It's
what will be the barometer? Is
so basically,
Nobody gets to Tesco.
The first couple of fucking weeks are in the first week.
The
first week or so,
when he gets the yellow stickers.
Spray Prozac. Oh, go! I've had the Ritalin, so I'll go.
Apparently, you're just going to be fucking high and do loads of shit in the first week. So
not only did he get to Tesco, I got there just as he put the whoops out.
I've been to Lidl, I've been to Aldi, I've done a price check fucking everywhere. Check my website. Maybe that's how Martin Lewis did it. Anyway, so...
It'd be funny if he was just on a load of speed.
Yes, fucking... Let me save you on your fucking gas.
I remember once seeing that on my mate's shopping list.
What, meth?
My mate's mum's shopping list, she had written down on a piece of paper, A4 paper, literally had milk, bread, eggs, speed.
Speed.
It's like, that's just how, you're a scumbag. Yeah. It's like proper, like just part of the weekly shop.
Buying illegal speed?
Literally was part
like
of
beak almost.
She was budgeting.
Don't forget to stop at Kevin Macca's.
That's literally what it was. She was budgeting for the week, and she had the bread, and she had the eggs, she had milk, and then literally had speed at the bottom of it.
Oh, imagine if beak was on your budget.
You just know that is a problem. That's how you got scumbag and scumbag your mates.
You can do all that in an app these days. It's great. Budget's all for you. It's like money for beak. Like, there you go.
No.
Yeah. And it'll invest the change for you.
I don't think I'd want to know. I don't want. I wouldn't like to know.
No, me
the
neither.
exact budget I need. That'd stress me. That I
I
sort of just look at it and go, "Woof."
Remember, we got told by someone because AI now.
Yeah.
She'd be more likely to get a mortgage than.
Oh, because the bank.
Because of the bank thing. So we got told. So they're now using AI to decide whether people are responsible for mortgages and like like the loan assessment. And one of the things people are getting marked down for is if you go to the bank after 2:00 in the morning and get money out, and it's not because of what you're buying, it's because
you're getting cash at that time.
Because you've not foreseen that's what's going to happen.
I'm scared of AI.
So if you've got it at 4:00 in the afternoon, they know you're going to get to buy drugs.
I'm definitely going to buy those drugs.
Yeah.
So I'm going to prepare now.
Yeah.
Actually, let's take out some extra.
So then your points go up rather than going
But
down.
does an artificial intelligence know that drug dealers work round the clock?
Yeah, but that's the same.
Oh, it's because you
your points
haven't
go up at
planned.
4 p.m. If you got that money out at 4 p.m. before the night out, your marks should go up. She prepares well. She budgets. She knows what she's going to spend on. She foresees what's coming.
I don't like it.
After 2:00 in the morning, you've not foreseen that expense.
Yeah, you've just had a few
You're
drinks.
buying stuff on a whim. Like you can't be trusted to pay your bills.
It's Thursday as well. You didn't think this was going to happen, right?
No.
And now
£36 on tequila rose at 4:00 in the morning.
you've lost one shoe. You're outside Nabsies.
Oh, no.
I don't really. I'm sort of trying to make me peace with it now, though.
What?
And that's no.
Like rather than being like concerned about how invasive it is, I've just gone.
Oh yeah.
It's now just a case of like there's a hole in the boat now. I'm going. Well, it's gonna kill me.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's any. I'm sort of just like, well, yeah.
I'm just sick of being told. I'm sick of being told to do.
Like the thing on Spotify now, it goes, "Do you want your AI DJ for your playlist now?" I was like, "No, I don't need it." It goes, "Hey, Simon, da da da,"
No, it doesn't.
and it plays your
Oh,
songs,
yeah, yeah.
and then he'll come in and he'll go like, "Just going into it," and he goes, "The next track," and then it's a song you've listened to recently. It's not that sophisticated or whatever, but it's just
Your
like
DJ sounds
don't-
like he does weddings though.
but you don't. But you don't want an AI. I just,
Let's give a big shout out to Sheila and
But
Jack.
speaking is that's the
Congratulations,
thing.
guys!
On the Sky remote now, you can press the button and you speak. You know, Alexa basically.
Yeah.
I'm not an Alexa man. I've not got anything you can talk into in my house.
I hate
And the fact I've got it, oh, I do it now. But I'm like, oh, this is horrible. This.
I'll go Alexa. You go Alexa. Play Shirley Bassey. Playing songs by Shirley Bassey and other similar artists. And I'm like, no.
I didn't ask for
I didn't ask for similar artists. And I'm going, Alexa, why won't you just play for what I asked you? She goes, I don't understand the question. And I'm like, smashing up the Echo Dot.
Yeah.
I got that in my set, but I started calling Alexa to go fuck herself.
I do that daily.
Yeah, and I called her a slag the other day, and it was bad. Like, just,
Or you go now, Alexa, play Heart Dance. Hi, this is Such a Body from Heart Dance. Thanks for tuning in. You can get us on the I'm
that's
like,
some
fuck
bullshit.
off.
Yeah.
Just want to say thanks for playing. Play the
I'm
fucking
not
song.
buying what you're selling. I just want to eat a bit
It's
of
the
dance
small
music
talk.
while I'm peeling potatoes.
It's
for
the small
dinner.
talk that got me when I was like, I'd wake up and I'd be like, Alexa,
Sound
play.
like Margaret then. You just got the baby there. Just getting to the end of your sentence. I don't want to be doing that. I don't want to be playing for the baby there. I don't want to be
Can you not dance?
That's what that was. She just did it. Okay, you're coming for you as well.
That's coming for me.
You're Margaret
That's
now.
it.
I am.
You're Margaret.
That'd be a lovely little collab.
Margaret.
You should have a little collab off. What does Jamie call himself?
Yeah, I don't know.
Has he got a name for his granddad, or is it just granddad?
No, it's just Grandad. Yeah. And then Margaret, but Margaret now is developing that the skill with Margaret to say Margaret is to make it sound as it's just a noise now. We've also got to pitch it so it can be identified as Margaret. So it's like, so this is just like a little.
Like you've got no teeth.
Yeah. Like.
Just woken up.
I'll have to stop it now.
My alter ego in the house is based on the barefoot Contessa, who's the cook on the telly, and she lives in the Hamptons.
Right. What's voice is that?
She's like, how easy is that? How fabulous is that? And your husband Jeffrey works away. He's the dean of a university, and she's like, I love them.
Right.
And she's like, Jeffrey's back. Friday night's chicken night, and I'm just like, and Mick will walk in, and I'll be like, here's Jeffrey.
Does he do it back?
Yeah, loves it.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, gets involved.
That's great.
Yeah, does.
If it both works for it.
Or like, there's another one called the Pioneer Woman, and she lives on a ranch in Oklahoma.
Right.
And he'd be like, just got in from the ranch. That's just such stupid.
Is it a carrot? Have you got a full? Are you developing them or?
Sometimes, like, when I'm cooking, like, so like I'm getting
Yeah.
things together, and I'm like, simply chop the carrots just to myself. I think I'm on it my own cooking.
Now, these are all things I found in my kitchen. You can find them in yours too.
Yeah.
Love that shit.
Jordan Desham last night was in hot water, and we were talking about, like, Danny was saying, do you ever, like, say, like, you get up at 10 o'clock and then you don't speak to anybody all day, and then at 3 o'clock somebody's speaking, you don't know how to talk? And I'm like, Jordan was like, oh yeah, man, I hate that. It's so, you just feel like and I'm like, don't you talk to yourself?
Yeah, I don't fucking stop.
I talk to myself constantly. I sing things. I'll go, just drinking a bottle of water. So it's to myself.
Yeah.
I narrate my own life to myself during the day if I'm on my own.
Not out loud.
I scream.
Yeah.
I'll do voices. But
Yeah, do voices.
I'll do voices, but I couldn't talk to myself.
Yeah.
Almost every time I get up, I'll always just sling my covers off, going, "Get the fuck off of me!"
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like it just like really fucking theatric. Get the fuck off of me. Another one I do, which I always feel bad about, but it makes me laugh every fucking time, is whenever I get an Uber Eats delivery, I'm like, oh yeah, thanks mate, thanks.
Yeah.
Nice one. Close the door and I'm like, get the fuck off my property.
Right. Okay. Yeah. I do. Yeah.
I don't want them to hear it either, but it just makes me laugh every fucking time.
Oh, so what I do similar to that is in public toilets. So if I'm in a cubicle and someone's fucking going off in there, and then you stood there having a piss, and then you just hear it go, it's all mighty, like, I'll just be like, I'll look at them. And go,
Yeah. I do really.
does that make you laugh? That makes me laugh. Like, sort of like just so when you're going like, why am I doing that? No one's seeing this.
No. It's just for
Is
you.
that just me dealing with how awful that is? Is that a coping mechanism for me?
Yeah. She's dealing with the anxiety.
Can you honestly, could you just be going for a piss and hear whatever the fuck that is and just carry on?
Oh, I just laugh.
That's just you, Lady Mary, in life. You're like, no, I'm too good to be exposed to this sound.
No, but come on.
I think there's a
Fucking animal!
I do a similar thing sometimes.
Yeah.
I think it is you telling yourself a joke because when you do it, you're imagining watching yourself go, yeah, that's pretty fucking funny.
Yes.
Yeah. Imagine the camera on you.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. You go. Yeah.
Kevin Bridges does that, and I think like it's something that people do when you say something funny and go. You're onto that. Like,
I've done
what
this.
I always do in the car, if I'm in the car, even when I'm on my own, when I've parked, I go like a glove. You know, like I'll face my shoulder. But if someone's in the car with me, and it'll be dead quiet, and I'll pull up, and then I'll go dead loud and just go like a glove.
Why do we do that?
Because it's fun.
Kills the time, mate.
aren't we?
Yeah, we are chimps, aren't we?
Just kills the time.
Just fucking chimps.
Is that or throw your own shit in it?
Yeah.
There's one I've done a couple of times, which it's amazingly it's gone well.
Embarrassing, man.
But just would have been out pissed sometime. I got the urinal. Someone will stand next to me. Just to think like girls have a really nice time when they're out in the bathroom, right? I'm just trying to like bring that into the men. So I'll just look over and go, "Nice dick, bro." And
Oh, wow.
I've done it about 4 times and it's gone all right every time. I'm like, that's a really stupid fucking idea.
Oh, that's bringing someone else into
I
it.
know, but it
Mike Osbourne
just got away with it.
I like to tell people, I like to look
Nice
gorgeous
dick,
in the mirror.
Yeah,
You know, see a lad who's looked in the mirror. You look in the mirror a bit too long because he's a lad, and lads don't really do it.
Yeah.
So you look gorgeous, mate.
Yeah.
Don't worry. But I would
Girls
never.
can do
I would
that
never
all the
tell a
time.
penis.
I think the way I've done it is because I've never actually looked. I've just been like, nice dick, bro.
But sometimes when you're looking in the mirror and you're grooming yourself, then someone buys and you've got to quickly sort of and you panic. You've got to make a decision whether to own it and just go, yeah, fine, I'll carry on. Like, or you go, and then they're just like, you gimp. It is gimpy, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
But-
yeah. I don't really know what I make of that sort of stuff.
When I'm in the toilets, if there's other girls there, I feel self-conscious, like doing my makeup in the mirror in front of other girls.
Yeah, you got to own it. Make
Gotta
sure
own
they
it.
can see it and they go,
Then
right, that's
I've
fine.
got the train of a
Oh, you were
morning
all in
at
this together?
8:30, and there's girls just on the train like that, full contour,
Yeah.
blush, everything, full face, not a shit given.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just, nobody cares.
Never saying that we
Everyone's
can't.
started their own story, so
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I was just like, I am far too self-conscious to do that.
It was like back in the day. If you were caught taking a selfie, that was more. You'd be like,
Oh, yeah, no.
are you taking a photo of yourself?
The fucking state
Yeah.
of this.
Whereas now it's like that is gone.
Yeah.
And it was all Kim Kardashian's fault.
I know. I still, like, I do selfies, and if I post them
The shame.
online, I'll post nice ones, and I think, you're conceited. Why are you so up yourself? Why do you think anyone wants to see your photo? And part of me, my brain's going, one day you'll be dead. And then there'll be nice
Yeah.
pictures of you out there.
But when you first got a smartphone and you didn't have the front facing one, and you went, I want to try and see myself now. There wasn't the front facing camera. You don't have to do that. And yeah. And then if you tried to see that, but then someone came in, you'd be like, there should be a level of shame to that, shouldn't there?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 'Cause
Like,
you're trying to
why are you
guess
that
the pose
vain?
as well. When you can't see yourself, you just go,
Yeah. But now people can just sit there all in their own little world, just fucking checking themselves out. Well, I do that now. Just sort of like,
when you go on holiday, though, everyone's an influencer. People can't walk along a beach without having a full-on photo shoot.
well,
Do you move out the way?
Yeah. Or I'll watch and just
I'm bad for
judge.
I'll move out the way for families taking family photos. But if someone's taking a photo of the bird, they just walk straight through it. It's like, I'm not.
You're just such a romantic, Rob.
I'm just no, but like not with the bird. I mean, it's
I know.
But he's taking a photo of the like for their Instagrams.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
I'm not having my day.
I do quite
I'm
like.
not having. I'm not being put out by
I
you.
do quite like seeing someone like doing a TikTok live. I go, wow, they're doing the thing that
In
you
the
look like-
wild.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
they've got a friend walking backwards like this, and they're dressed all funky. And I'm like, that's real. That's like them doing an actual thing, not like a me and me mate are being wacky on the
You know
night
what I'd
out.
like to see? Like some kind of, I don't know, festival or not a festival, a night of, you know, when people who put stuff on TikTok, they never see like the visceral reaction, they just see the like. I'd like to sit in a room with a big screen with a load of content creators and the videos play and watching people's reactions in real time. I think that would be so interesting.
Watching people, as in like me sat in the toilet having a shite.
Say like we all made a TikTok and then we all sat here and watched each other's TikToks and filmed each other's reactions, like Gogglebox, but for TikTok. It would be so
Right.
That's a good idea.
interesting.
I think
That's
how
a
many
good
people in the crowd, because the more people in the crowd, the more futile the thing you like.
If you got a room full of people to watch Bolton's fucking social media, that's a fun time.
What about if you got a room full of people to watch somebody make the TikTok?
No, I want
On stage.
I want to see them individually where they watch it. Like I'd want to see someone on the toilet, and I would like to see how they actually react to it.
I'd like to see people making a TikTok sketch in a 500 seat theatre, but they can't acknowledge the crowd like a play.
I'm making
Have to make the TikTok in front of 500 people just watching them doing that, and they're going like, "Hold that, what? I I can't do that. And then they go, right, your turn. And then they do it in one take, I imagine.
Like fucking swinging the phone around themselves. Like,
I love it when you see any voiceover it and you're like,
actually, no, that would just be boring, wouldn't it? Be like watching a film. It's like, yeah, that was a terrible thing to say.
you just
What a
watching Big
stupid
Brother.
thing to say.
You just watching Big Brother, that's what you're watching. Watching someone go about their day.
you can set a script up, throw some drama in there. You know, it could work.
Yeah, I know, but what I just described, I thought would be, and then I thought that'd be terrible.
No, it could be. It could be. If you did
it would be terrible. There's a reason no one's done it. And why would you ever even suggest
TikTok
something that
Live.
shit?
TikTok Live in Prescott's Shakespeare Theatre.
When I was in Thailand, though, we were like, the sunsets were unbelievable. And so everyone would be sat. And there's always like one person who has to stand up. And, be like, and you're like, it's a big, massive ball of fucking fire. And sit down. You'll be able to see
Enjoy
it.
the experience.
Oh my
experience
God.
it.
Giant
And then
fucking
like,
stick just to get the right angle on
I
it.
hate
the
that.
hair and the pose. And then some girls, which are like the mates are all, it's always like the fit one who's getting filmed and all the mates are all like fluffing their hair. Or the fella, some poor bastard's just got to run around with a camera.
Yeah.
And she's got to, like, oh, it's candid. I don't even know I'm being filmed. It's just, oh.
Yeah, it's
But
fucking
then
weird.
it's like watching a car crash. You can't look away.
I don't. I'm trying to grow to love it, me.
No, I think we should go the other way. I think we
Make
should.
them feel shame.
The way, yeah. I think, like, the way people say, normalise letting people be candid in front of normalise shaming people.
I
Oh, no,
100%.
he's got a daughter,
No.
and that's, girls are all about that life. And I think that's good.
No, I just think
Yeah,
it's
but they shouldn't be,
evolution.
though.
It's evolution.
They're being sold a false life.
No, it's evolution.
Normalise shame.
Yes,
No, they're-
absolutely.
They're
Shame.
evolving.
Bring back
Normalise
shame.
shame. No, we work as a society together.
Yeah, I
have to
understand
feel
Not
that.
everyone can be an individual.
If I have to
Normalise
feel
shame.
bad about myself, everyone else has to. Like, let's fucking go.
No,
Normalise. Get out the fucking way. We're all enjoying the sunset.
Yeah, I understand that being like whether there should be shame or not, but I do also think that it would be coming intertwined with that. That it's just the way it is. It's just the way it is. Just get on
Only
with it.
because we're letting ourselves.
Yeah, I sort of know what you mean. Like, it's judgy and people should be allowed to just do whatever they want.
Yeah,
No, Paul,
But we
not-
need
not
some
if
swing back.
what
and
they
people should
want
think maybe I shouldn't
negatively
do this.
affects everyone else's experience. That's the problem. There's too many people now, I think, who go, just let me do what I want. No, because what you want negatively affects my experience of it.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't be allowed to do it.
has it though?
Yes.
What's it affected?
Well, watching fucking influencers prance around in a sunset, so now I can't peacefully watch the sun go down as nature intended.
Well, why don't you prance back?
I don't want to prance around.
Well, then
I
they
wanna
don't want to
enjoy-
sit there and
I want to
watch
enjoy the wonder
sunset.
of the world. Well, then fuck off.
Yeah, but you're fucking off because they're younger. You're dead. You should
Exactly.
go.
I've got limited sunsets
I'm
left.
20.
I've got limited sunsets left. Let me have me sunsets.
No, I disagree. I think you should fuck.
You're wasting a
dead.
sunset.
You're dead.
You're wasting. You don't appreciate how good
They're
the
appreciating
sunsets
it in
are.
the new way.
They're fucking not.
They
Think
are.
about it this way. Have you ever been on public transport and had a conversation with somebody?
Yes, probably, but
Did
very,
you try and
very
keep,
rarely.
yeah, exactly. Did you try and keep your voice low, or did you make the conversation interesting? Because I think if you're gonna talk loud, you've got a fucking audience. You may as well make it interesting,
I think
rather
that's
than talking
it's
shite.
attention seeking to do dead loud.
Depends on the.
No, but that's the thing. People do speak loud on public transport and they talk absolute shite. If you're gonna do it, at least make it fucking interesting.
Yeah, but I've
If
never.
I can hear your conversation, I should be allowed in it.
Yeah. And if you're
Do you
gonna
wanna
film,
get in
and
it?
if you're gonna film your sunset
but I
in
just-
front of me, I can jump in your fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
We're in a
I
live
think-
together now, bitches.
If I can hear your conversation, I should be allowed to comment on it.
Yeah.
And you can't be like, how rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then I mean,
That would be a really good idea for a sketch thing, like a series of sketches.
but who would want to get
It's just
involved
so-
with
Someone
someone's
going,
conversation?
Well, that's fucking wrong. You do that like from a scientific perspective.
That does happen though.
He's at the heart attack. Hey, how big was he?
Yeah, that would be funny. That would be funny to take it because that is like a genuine interest.
Yeah.
I think if it's they're talking about somebody's ill health, you could go, oh, well, people probably do that. Nosy people go, oh, actually, I know someone. You know, they get these people who do it all the time. I think it's probably more common than you think. People just butting in. I think you're just not on public transport enough to see these people just go at each other. Just like,
So I've found myself just randomly saying things to strangers, like just little asides. Like the other week, I was in Sainsbury's and there was cauliflowers, and the cauliflowers were like expensive and they were tiny. This woman was just like getting something. That just went £1.60.
Oh, did you?
She just looked at me like as if I was going to twat at him at the end. I was like,
Oh, so you did that? That's a bit.
I just
It's a
needed
bit
to, like-
gauche.
Someone did
yeah,
that.
I know.
That's a bit gauche.
Someone did that to me the other day.
Just
in the
let me
cab.
get me cauliflower.
Someone did that to me. Someone did that to
I
me
just
the other
needed
day in
to
the
like
cab.
express me
Right.
anger.
How much all-purpose flour? How much? I've never bought flour in my life. I'm just there going, I can't give you a price. I can't give you a price. How much? $1.75. All-purpose flour. I'm like, I don't know. I'm just there like shitting myself.
I think some people have probably been driving there and gone like that on the wheel when you said that.
But your cauliflower, you had a genuine connection with somebody.
And she was terrified.
And she was terrified,
Yeah.
but you weren't on your fucking TikTok live going, have you seen the price of cauliflower? Like, you did a human thing there rather than a twat thing.
This genuine connection thing's dying out. That's what I mean about
Yeah,
evolution.
exactly. It's
We
everything.
don't want to speak to
Unless we fight back.
we don't need to. It's gone too far.
We do. They're struggling. The kids are struggling.
Yeah, but that's they're going to evolve to not be able to cope, and then they die.
Fair enough.
This
And
is
then
why
the
we need
ones
to
who
bring
could
back
cope with
shame, because-
computers and shame, the ones who could deal with computers and have no shame, will survive. The weak ones who have to, well, they'll die because they taught by us to go. You need to look at the sunset, and they go, no, you don't. You need to film it, you stupid idiot. And then your kid will be there going, I'm trying to look at the sunset. My dad told me to, and then they'll be like, no, you should have filmed it. Because now you can't afford to pay the people you need to pay because you didn't film it and put it up, and everyone else who was there sold it to someone else, and they all
what's
made
probably
10
happened,
grand.
There's too many people filming it, so they've got no one to sell it to.
Yeah, probably in the in the 1800s, people on the bank
Well,
were the same. It was like these fucking impressionist artists painting these lilies all up in me fucking head. In.
Well, also another argument.
Not even
about-
straight.
Another argument I've had is people are like, oh, get off your phone at a live event. It's like, mate, it's boring as fuck. I've sat in things, I've looked, I've been to places and gone, yeah, wow. After 8
Do you know what you mean?
seconds, you're
Get off-
like,
get off your
I
phone.
might as well get my phone out and film this. This is boring.
Oh no.
But if you film it, when will you never watch it again?
Exactly.
You're never going to watch it
I
again.
know.
You send it to someone else, innit?
Imagine going to, I went to...
You only film it to go, I'm better than you. I was at this thing. I've done. The only reason people film content is to go, I've done something with my life today and put it onto. What have you done? You're sat on your couch watching me do something. I'm better than you.
Oh, you know those fucking guess where we are photos? I did one of them once. So I'd gone to watch a gig, and I just took that picture of guess where I am, and I just took a picture of the floor in front of me. It's like, you're never going to
In a bad
You're
place.
never going to fucking guess. I'm seeing.
Guess where I am? Struggling.
That's every day,
I'm outside
bro.
the Tesco and it's closed.
And I've just
Yeah,
pissed myself.
again. Fourth night on the one, I've missed it. So your hobbies? There's something else I wanted to bring up then, but I forgot.
You know what you
about
want to
it.
bring up?
Wasn't it? You wanted to
You
talk
know
about
what you want to
it?
bring up?
You're gaming.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what time we're going to wait to bring it up.
What?
All right, sounds. Wasn't he actually telling me you're going for you want to be you going
Oh.
for OnlyFans?
Oh, no, I said I could.
The rumor on the circuit is you're now going to go for OnlyFans.
No.
Oh, I thought
I
I
would.
heard.
Oh, what's the fucking point you
would
being
you
here then?
do?
Thanks very much.
No,
to
would
that.
you do porn?
Yeah.
I got told you were
Yeah, there you go.
trying
You
to
would
do
do,
it.
you would do porn.
No,
Right, okay.
like,
I got told that was your next inroad. You
no,
go-
some guy at work was like, oh yeah, one of my exes was looking for someone to fuck for money, basically. And I was like, oh, just give him a number, whatever.
So you do that? Yeah, you being
I
only
would do that.
collab.
Yeah.
So Becky Mill, the one that
So
Freddie's
did it
friends
have
with.
to be filmed or was it just sex
No, it'd be
work?
filmed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's on their OnlyFans. She needs a model.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, just a
You're a
waste-
model.
Just a waste with
You're
a
a
dick on
model.
it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You happy with your face going in?
I wouldn't really give a fuck.
You're going to start applying then?
That seems like a lot more work than voiceover.
Just in case anyone
Wouldn't mind
answers.
if it came up, I'd do it. But
I
I'm not
feel
going
that's
to. I'm not
less
So
gonna
you are
chase it.
open to collabs for OnlyFans?
Yeah.
Right.
Because you have got a schlong, haven't you?
It's above average. That's it.
Because Becky,
Didn't know that.
speaking of Becky Mill, I saw in the story today, because I looked on the stories because she mentioned Freddie.
Who is she?
She OnlyFans star.
Okay.
Philanthropic.
And she put on,
OnlyFans
um,
star.
Oh, I know what you mean.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
really-
yeah.
Yeah, she's lovely. Like.
Oh, those dickheads on that fucking podcast.
Yeah.
But she put on a story because someone asked about does your penis need to be bigger for porn for a reason? And she was saying basically the videographer needs to be able to see what's happening.
Yeah, you need to be able to leave a gap.
Most willies are one that wants to get the gap.
Without the action, really. You need to be able to leave a gap.
Mind the gap.
So have you got a gap? So when you're shagging, can you
can make a gap.
Can you see shaft when you're shagging?
It's that.
Like this, I don't see shaft when I'm shagging.
Yeah, I do.
Do you see shaft?
Don't see gash when you're shagging.
She basically sees tits.
Mostly just
Who knows who's?
It's just
Could be anyone.
it's just pink stuff and hair.
But so there's shaft when you're
stuff.
when you're shagging the shaft on site.
I mean, it's been a while, but yeah.
Right, so you can
Where
leave a
did
gap.
the rumour start?
Well, he told me, and I had
that-
the green room as well.
But then
I was
obviously,
having a conversation with him outside Blackstock, and he's run away with it.
no, it wasn't that. It was just in the
Tom
green
Keegan
room.
told me as well. Said you were
was it?
going
It's not about OnlyFans or something, and then obviously the thing is that you would be open to a collab for an OnlyFans.
Oh, it's probably that story.
Right, that's
with
good.
that guy from work.
So you just so any OnlyFans
Like,
people
it's not something
slide
I'm
into
going
his
to pursue because
DMs.
I can't be fucked. But
You don't have to pursue it.
Hang on a second.
I know if you don't have to pursue it, but like they could message you and
The
go.
opportunity came up.
But have you seen the ones now? There's loads of straight lads. Who
The
do,
opportunity.
there's loads of straight lads who do gay porn.
That's the thing. If you get into it, it's like, oh, this money's quite good. Oh, I can make more money if I do gay shit.
Pay
It's
for
like,
pay.
It's like 15 grand for a blowjob. Someone
Well, it's
said.
like working in a call centre. Nobody wants to do that.
No, that's what I'm saying. No, but that's like once you're in.
It's all about shame.
yeah, but if a call centre paid 15 grand an hour,
Yeah.
Like 15
Would
grand.
you suck a dick for 15
blowjob.
grand?
I know I've got really fucking strong gag reflex.
Yeah, but you don't have to go all the way
Unless
down.
they want to see me throw up on a cock too. Like
That's not a gag reflex. No, you can just get that much in. Like you're eating a popsicle.
that's going to be
Yeah,
the
there's
least.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Just the whole hand.
There's different styles of sucking cock.
Not it. Yeah,
Not everyone
like,
gags,
It's
so-
30 seconds. You got to fucking change it up.
Some
Right,
just
regardless
play.
of that, regardless
Have
of
you ever seen any porn
Right,
where there
some-
was
irrespective of the
Have you ever
gag
seen-
reflex.
Have you ever seen a video of a blowjob that didn't at one point deep throw it?
Yeah,
Yes.
Yeah, loads.
Absolutely.
Loads.
Where are you
Amateur.
fucking going?
Some men
UK
don't enjoy the
amateur?
deep throat.
Porn games changed, boys.
You're watching professional
You're
stuff then.
watching your fucking
But what I'm saying is,
Housewives
like,
Unleashed videos you
ir-
got free with a magazine.
yeah,
it's different these days.
regardless of the gag reflex,
Yeah.
would you suck a dick for 15 grand? If it were you, if you started porn with the girls, you're getting into it, you're in that space now, you're hanging around with everyone. Where gay for pay now is you don't speak to people anymore that aren't in the business because you know.
I don't think I could.
No,
I'd be more likely to do it if I was in the space. Like you said to me now, would I suck a
What
dick
space?
50 porn?
in the industry.
Oh.
Yeah,
If I was already in the industry. So if you said to me now, would I suck a dick 15 grand? No. But then if I'm making pornos and you go, we should dick 15 grand. Oh, go on, fuck it, why not?
Yeah, it's like a gig for us, innit? It's like we go,
Yeah,
would you
yeah.
do this terrible gig
Yeah,
that
yeah.
you go, oh.
But I'm thinking,
Yeah, someone offered me the melon today, and I said no. I'm too but there's two other people who live nearby who might do it.
Can't do a gig near, you know, no.
No, 100 yards from my house. You can absolutely not do that.
I think like good analogy. Like, say I was gonna say there's a cup of fucking
jizz.
something that looked like jizz, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Then I would be like, that'd be hot. Told you. So no.
It's the ADD
No,
again.
no, yeah,
So-
that's the ADD.
so-
Blame it on
The thought, right? Wow, the thought of it, right?
Yeah.
Just makes me want to throw up. So I could probably get to the point where I might be able to get to the
Throw up,
point where I could
please.
do it, but it
Throw up.
takes so
No,
long.
don't, because I'll have to clean it.
No,
It's finished anyway, innit?
it would. It probably takes so long.
We've
to get
left
to
the
point that
building and sick on the floor. Really? So you can just vomit from the
Oh
thoughts?
god, yeah, that fucking.
I'm a bit similar, but when I watch something like that, yeah, no, I can think of it and be a bit like, oh, but I wouldn't say I've got it.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
it's
if I think of something absolutely revolting.
yeah, it will like.
But the skill then would be to just picture something nice.
Yeah, but then it's like don't think of pink elephants. It's right fucking there in your
Yeah,
head.
but also I ever think like surgeons because they understand what they're looking at. When we look at a knife in the eye, we go, knife in the eye. But a surgeon understands the makeup of an eye,
They've probably put a
understands
knife in
everything.
someone's fucking
So
eye.
therefore, when they see it, they don't see it as what it is. They see it as like a puzzle sort of thing. And I can see where that would have gone in here. So we go and look at a knee operation. I googled a knee operation that I was having and what they do to you, and I was like, fuck me.
No.
Like, the swinging like you're a fucking hinge on the door. And then, but a surgeon looks at it and is like, well, yeah, we're drilling. And they're logical with it.
Yeah.
So I think with that is you just need to see it for what it is rather than what it is.
No, I know. So if we go along with that fucking logic, hey, do you want to hang out with your dick out for a couple of months while I get used to it being in the room so then I can maybe suck it for 15K? Seems like a waste of time.
Yeah, but you'd have already done the 2 months by just being on set.
Really, isn't it? That's what you do in prison.
Yeah, but you'd have already done the 2 months by just being on set.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't think so. It's just...
You're just on set with loads of the lads anyway. Like,
I feel like you're not going to give this up until he says he will.
I'm not saying I wouldn't. I'm just saying it would be very difficult for me to do so.
Right.
Because 15K is a lot of money, right?
Yeah.
We all know that.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think I'd do it.
I think once you're in the industry, I don't know what it.
I think if I was
I
getting
wouldn't rule it out.
if I was getting into that and I really was serious about getting into that industry, I think I'd end up going. There's a good chance I'm going to end up sucking a dick or going gay for pay.
Want to earn them stripes up and down your face.
So once you start doing comedy in London, there's a good chance you're going to do a bringer. You might have the willpower to go, no.
I couldn't fucking do it.
Sometimes you just...
Yeah, but once you
That would be harder than sucking a dick.
It's like
just doing
once
a
you
bringer
step
game.
over
Fuck
that
me.
line, innit? That's the thing. Once you cross that line of going, I'm now in
I'd be
porn.
fucked in
it's like-
London. I can barely take myself to London. I wouldn't know it. There's nobody there I'd be able to bring with me.
Well, I think people who do it live in London, like...
I don't know.
Just grab people off the street.
Yeah, community, but...
Just find some
Which
tourists.
would be more out of character for you to release, to actually go into to porn and release it and go and knowingly start putting footage of you having sex out, or eventually sucking a dick, which is more of a leap for you?
I wouldn't give a fuck about doing porn and people.
Oh, it depends who's dick.
Right. So you think you're in the industry, the leap to sucking a dick, is that bigger than you going from, if you now going, I'm going to put a video out of me having sex.
I'm further away from putting a video of me having sex
than you would be if you're in the industry.
Really?
Yeah. Do you reckon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think
I think I'm closer to
If you
sucking
went to the industry, you're fairly committed to
That's what I mean. So
doing it anyway.
Yeah, but it means how close are you to be able to...
I don't think it'd take long.
I think it'd be a bigger jump for me to get into the industry.
Right,
For me
yeah.
just go to Thailand and suck a cock.
But like, no, so you think there'd be a bigger jump you actually putting a video out of you having sex?
Then, yeah. Well, I'm married with a kid.
I know, but just in the realm.
yeah, but it's work, man. Come on.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I do think obviously the situation is important to people as well, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like if you're
It's the other factors that
single,
are being
childless, I think that's an easier line to cross, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Massively.
There's no one else being impacted.
So the
Good having
game,
no one.
yeah, there is perks. There's a lot of perks.
If you were to go into porn, would you consider the impact on anyone?
No, I'd tell my folks and they'd be chill.
That's what would you like?
Would they? They would be all right with it.
they'd be,
What if you're
they'd be like, why? And
No,
I'm like,
that's what I mean. I think like
Would you consider the impact on your parents
work
or
in
not?
that industry, you've got to have no regard for your family
Do you reckon?
your loved ones.
Oh, have a
No, I don't
strong
mean
support.
no regard for them in terms of whether you don't love them. I mean like you don't care if they don't agree with it and the
So you-
repercussions that would follow, if you know what I mean.
But then,
I don't think I'd do it if my parents were like, oh, I fucking can't do that. But
Right, so-
they would do
Because I
that.
think at some point, like, even if you've got like young relatives, young like children in your family who will at one point be able to see that, then you've got to have that
but what about if it's
deal inside you to go, well, no, to me, I can put this to one side. It's just a job,
Yeah.
and that's fine. Like, I'm not judging people who do it, but I would never have that in me to go.
but the people who then have kids after they've done porn? What do you think of that then? Do you think almost like once you do porn, you shouldn't be able to have?
No, not at all.
Right.
You can do what you want. I don't mean it like that. I just mean that
You got to obviously be prepared for the fact that
to inhabit that industry and that space, you've got to be made differently to the average person. You've got to have that not give a shitedness.
Yeah,
well,
yeah.
no.
That's where
I
it comes to
think-
the stereotype of the broken home, innit?
Well, yeah, and I don't really think.
But I don't think doing
I
stand-ups...
think now it's becoming less and less
doing
thing.
stand-ups
broken
a
home.
big, a massive leap from that, though.
No, it's not. It's
Like, you imagine the clips we put out online, sort of thing. Like, you
and
think,
also it's detachment. You're not your real self on stage.
Yeah.
An actor's not the real self when they're performing in a play, just like a sex worker or a porn actress or actor. That's not who they are. That's just a character that they're being.
That's it, yeah. You just... It's what parties, so not devalue, but What part of yourself you
It's how
detach
much
from?
you can detach.
We detach massively from the things we say.
Yeah.
We're there to
I
detach
don't
from
think I do.
sex, are they? What? You don't think you
Like,
detach from what you say?
I think same with any podcasting, anything. I always am like at 20 years down, and that's what I mean about it. I see everyone sharing stories now of like these 20 or 30 year olds, and they're all sharing everything.
Yeah.
And I'm the same. I'm like, I've said things that I go, I mean, I could, can you imagine if your parents were, if you could go back and listen to everything your parents had said in the 20s, 30s, 40s, and you'd be like, fucking hell. Like, we're the first generation of parents that are going to have kids who have heard everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Every single part of life.
I don't know nothing really about my parents' 20s, 30s, but you
I'll
wouldn't.
tell you this, there's no pictures of me when I was a baby anyway.
No, there wouldn't be, would
And now
there?
there's videos, and what the way the fucking cameras were invented, Simon.
Yeah, but they're not going to, are they?
No, but you know what I mean. Now, babies have got videos of the first steps.
Yeah.
And they're like, when they're 20, they can look at videos of them doing the first steps, or, you know, having the first piss on someone, or that kind of thing.
Yeah. There's pictures of me as a baby, and I look Chinese, which is weird. I got better.
What about the gaming then?
It's. I used to do it a lot. Like, gaming used to be a big part of my life.
So were you addicted to it?
No, I don't know. I just like it was just something to do, and you do something that's fun. You just do it for fucking ages, right? So I played a couple of games, like fucking old school at Lara Croft. Any of the Tomb Raider games, literally played that for 72 hours straight.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it's great.
PlayStation, you mean?
Yeah. Original. And then, like I said earlier, like Call of Duty, right? I would play literal days worth of that game.
So what? So then you say you do golf now?
Yeah.
Is that in place of all that?
No, golf's just fucking stupid and fun.
Shouldn't have the house.
So what made you jib up the gaming? When did you?
I just stopped playing. So
I think you just reached saturation point with it.
yeah, it's weird as well because like during lockdown,
Did you have games as a kid?
Yeah, so I had a Commodore 64.
Right. See, I never had no consoles as a kid, and I think that's why. Like, I had the PlayStation and stuff when I was in my 20s because everyone had one. And then, like I say, when I got to like late 20s, I was like, I can't be at. I'm not really interested in it.
So what age were you when you jib? So how old are you now?
42.
And you gave up gaming when?
I don't really gave it up. Still got games that I play, but just not anywhere near as much.
Do you reckon you'll ever go back to gaming as much?
It depends if something comes out. Like, I
new
mostly
Grand
only
Theft
played
comes
like I'll probably play GTA when it eventually fucking comes out. But like Cyberpunk 2077, played that. That was awesome. But that was breezed through that in about a week. And ordinarily, because it's an RPG game, I would go through and do 100% absolutely everything. And I just got to the point where I knew it was near the end of the game. I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just finish and then I'll go back and do the rest of it. And then I never went back. I've got so many games on my PC that are just half finished that I probably won't go back to.
That's mad, isn't it?
It was like, yeah, it's so alien to me.
What gaming?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's even when I had the PlayStation, I literally just play FIFA and then Grand Theft. I think it got like 20% free. I was like,
Yeah.
I'll just fucking roll around and shoot people.
It's weird what
That's a
people
good
do
time.
to pass time, innit?
But it's the story in a lot of these games are fucking phenomenal. Like, Cyberpunk is a fucking excellent story. So it's kind of like reading a book
Yeah,
and skipping some chapters.
but think the time
Really?
the time you spent doing that, you could literally develop the skill.
But you get frustrated at the
I
game.
got good at Cyberpunk.
So do you not get frustrated? You go, fuck, I can't do this level.
Yeah, but most games are designed now as there's ways around it.
So you can't do levels, so you just fuck it off.
Not even fuck it off, just go do something else and come back later.
What, like, you actually play?
Yeah, so a lot of RPG games.
Like GTA driving around, running hookers over and
So
just doing
Elden
that?
Ring, right? Elden Ring's a FromSoft game. FromSoft games are notoriously fucking difficult. Started out with like Demon Souls and then Bloodborne and all that shit, right? These are ridiculously difficult games, and that's one of their selling points. They launched this game, Elden Ring, which is kind of like an open world one. So people playing it, it's like, oh, it's really fucking hard. I'll just run off this way and do something else. You couldn't do that in the other games, but this one's more open world. So it's like you can just fuck off, get better, come back.
Don't you get to know people when you game and know now?
I don't. I'm very antisocial.
Do you not go online and play strangers
No.
and like
I've always found it to be really
is
weird.
it ASL that you put?
Oh yeah, age, sex, location.
That was
Ages
MSN
ago,
MSN
yeah.
days. That was
Yeah, it's
us.
not now. I think now it's just.
That was back when we were kids.
Just show us
I
your
forgot with the
tits.
lad who plays online pool
Yeah,
against
yeah,
strangers.
That's funny.
Is that me?
Did
Oh,
Did you used to do that?
you used to do that?
yeah.
What, like
Mini clip, yeah. Hours. Used to play me mate on MSN, so we played for like 7 hours. Like we do like best of like 180 or something. I was
Fucking sack cunt.
yeah, but that was I was a kid. I was like, what else can you do? There's nothing else I could do because I never went to the park and drank and everything, did I? So I was just doing that
Yeah, I suppose.
and footy man. But yeah, I don't know. I'd like to know if I had spare time, what I would do with it.
Yeah.
Probably waste it.
Just
There's
sit and
nothing wrong
watch
with that.
TV. Is that what most people do though? Sit and watch Netflix
Yeah.
and
The
scroll.
thing is,
I can't believe the amount of stuff my mates watch.
Yeah.
Like, I think I've done it because of being a comic. Whether you get it as well, just because you're out of a night sort of thing. That's the time when everyone normally watches telly. Or you see people going, "Have you seen this?" You're like, "How many things have you watched? How many things have you sat around? Where have you got time to sit and get through them all?"
but it only looks like wasted time. That time could potentially be used for something else, right? But if you try to do something else, you suddenly find out you get more and more stressed out. Like, wasted time isn't necessarily wasted time. It's just time that you need to sit around and do fuck all. Because that's what you need for your brain.
If you enjoyed it, it's fine, isn't it?
Not all of it, but like, if you want to do something, you have to give something up. So if you want to learn to play piano, you are giving up time to spend with friends, family, whatever. You're pissing off the people in the house because you're bad at piano to start with.
Yeah, I can't handle being shit at things.
Like, you're getting fucking cramp in your hands. You're giving something up in order to get this.
I'm
And
like
if
that.
you
I
don't
wanna
want
pick
it, you
up
won't
something
do
straight
it.
away.
Multiple times I've tried to learn to play guitar and I'm so shit at it. I just strum along to a song and pretend I'm playing.
Yeah, you got to pick a song that you fucking love.
So what would have to leave your life for you to learn guitar?
What would have to leave my
Yeah.
life with learn guitar?
Comedy.
Patience, probably.
No, but like, have you got enough time to learn guitar or not?
Probably not. No. Maybe on a Sunday, once a week. Can you learn guitar once a week?
Yeah, you absolutely can. It just take a lot longer.
So it's just the time. Just at least you're trying to do the thing, aren't you? More so than being.
You've got
I've got loads of ideas of
You've got
like.
to practice all the time.
I've got loads of fantasies of learning stuff with my son as he grows up.
Right.
So if he starts guitar lessons, I'll learn
Yeah.
with him, sort of thing.
Yeah, that'd be nice. What do you do with your spare time?
What do I do?
Do you have any?
Oh, I don't really have.
You
that
go
much.
quite. You go out quite. You're quite social, aren't you?
Social, yeah.
You just
Yeah.
do things like
Yeah.
with friends and that.
I've got like loads of different friendship groups, so I always try and like do stuff, and I like going away with my mates. That's what I do.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
you
go
do.
away
Yeah,
a
you
lot,
get
yeah.
a lot. You get a lot. You got a good social
Yeah,
life.
I do, and like I think I'd like to. I don't know. I think I'd like to sit down and write a book.
You did do the
You used to
air
do plays.
hostess for a bit, didn't you?
Yeah,
You did plays.
I wrote plays. Yeah, I've got one that I'm writing now, but I don't know what it's going to be.
How was the air hostessing?
Loved it.
How long did you do it for?
About 8 months.
Right.
The only reason I packed it in is because I was just about to go part time, so I was working.
I remember gigging with you like the night before you were going
I know.
at Metro Cola.
Because I was having to commute to Heathrow,
Oof.
and it was quite an easy drive actually. And for me, you know that
Yeah.
I don't enjoy driving. But I was doing like full time, and then I was about to change me shift. So I was going 21 days on, 7 days off. But on the 21 days you work, you still have your days off in between duties. So I would have only been like working 2 weeks away, 2 weeks a month. But then my old boss was like, you can come back here 4 days a week if you want. And it worked out well because my grandson was they needed childcare.
Yeah.
And I thought it's better if I can commit to 1 day a week regularly
Yeah.
with you than for me to go, oh, I'll let you know what me hours
Rotors are.
yeah, and so I swerved it off. Sometimes I really regret it because I've still got like the people I trained with are still on Instagram and posting all the things. And it is good. If you like your own company, it's great. I'm quite all right with my own company. I can sit and read because you're not always with a sociable crew. You're not with a different crew every Friday.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're on long haul, say like you got a New York, well,
Do you get to know them though? Or is it literally like strangers?
so it's just like life. Sometimes you click with someone straight away, and you know that you're like, you you just get on with someone straight away. So you're like, oh, do you want to do this? And but sometimes, because New York was always the worst, like you get 20 hours in New York. So say like you'd land at 5 o'clock in the night, you get to the hotel, and then you were getting picked up at 4 o'clock the next day. So although you could go out and have a little session, you can't really be hungover. You can't have high blood alcohol. You've got it, and because every crew's different, you can buddy bid, but you'd be with crew who you'd never met before. There's not much you can do together in like 20 hours or go, I've never met you before, but do you fancy coming to the Comedy Cellar with me? It's just weird. It's just so they were the lonely ones, I felt like. But like the long haul where we were there for a while, like we went to like Phoenix and India and places like that, and they were always good trips because when you're with the crew and you know you're going to be away all together, set up a WhatsApp group in the bus on the way from the airport. Like Cape Town was really good. Set up a WhatsApp group straight away, organise like stuff to do. I had a brilliant time. So there was loads of really good. And like short haul was hard because like if I got me rostered and it was like, oh yeah, you've got like Monday you've got Venice there and back, Tuesday you've got Paris there and back, I'd be like, I'm not going to come home and go.
Did you
back.
enjoy
because they're
flying
on the
anyway
drive as well?
Do you? Yeah.
I don't hate it.
Right.
But when you're working, because sometimes I get really bad cabin pressure headaches when I fly long haul as a passenger. But I think it's because I'm not moving. But when you're working, because you're moving around and you're doing stuff, I never ever got that.
There's always something to do.
Yeah, it's just on the really long ones, it can be quite boring. Like in we flew to Singapore and that was like a 14-hour flight.
Yeah, it's a rough flight.
And it was like a nighttime flight, which was good because everyone's like chill and sleeps. But because it's such a long flight, what you do, you get like the meal service out the way and then you can start the breaks. So half the crew will go on first break and half the crew will go on second break. And you get a 4-hour break. So you go up in the bunks and have a sleep, or you can watch Netflix.
Bunks or something?
Yeah.
What are they like? What are the bunks like?
You know that they were there. I loved them.
Are they
Tiny,
plush or are they very
They're
basic?
small,
They just
but
take
they're
take the
comfy.
walls out of the overhead cabins.
So basically,
Got a shower?
down the bed by the back of the plane where the galley is, it looks like a cupboard, and it's got like a little security number thing. When you go up there, you're just like, I found it dead novel, and I used to sleep like
Being like in a little den as a kid.
Yeah,
Like,
and
"Ey."
it's like bunks with curtains. It's dead private, and a little light if you want one, and somewhere to hang up your uniform inside. And then in the end, I couldn't be asked to take my uniform off and put it back on because I always need a break. So I used to just sleep in my uniform like a cramp.
That genuinely sounds better than first class.
But we'd shut our bunk, shut the curtains, and it was always good if you had a bit of turbulence because it was like getting rocked
to sleep.
Yeah.
Right. Well, how big is the ceiling? Are you like coffin?
Wake up and like the
Oh, you're like a
ceiling,
coffin?
Yeah.
So
you just jammed in the tail section.
I'm Frank.
Is there a shower?
Is it open at the side?
No.
So it's basic.
Is it open at the
Basic,
side,
yeah.
or do you get in like forward and backwards?
It depends on how it was configured. So some of them you got in from the side, and then some of them, because they'd like go right down,
Yeah.
you'd have to like crawl in. But I like that. I like being cozy.
No.
And
Yeah,
it
see,
was-
that's the thing. That's why it sounds better
If
than
you're
first class, because you're
claustrophobic,
just
you
like,
couldn't do it.
Really?
Yeah.
You what?
Yeah. You
Claustrophobic,
couldn't
you
spend
couldn't
that
do
long
it.
on a plane.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it.
It's the way you got in that'd get me. It's like I can only get out feet first. It's like I can't get I need to.
I used to feel like it went dead fast. The flight used to go dead fast because you've just got something to do. It's just that if say like
That's like my feet hanging down.
you're on first break and then you come down and you think I've got 4 hours of nothingness because no food's getting put out, people are asleep, whatever, and you're just in the galley chatting or whatever, having a cup of tea. People sometimes because it was like British Airways, the passengers were always lovely.
Yeah.
We never had I was lucky, I think, but I never really had a bad passenger. But some of them would just like come down and be like, oh, chatting away, and so where are you and they were just lovely, really nice.
Did you do any ones where there was difference in classes, like first class, business class, and all that? What's that like?
I just used to be like people watching like, who's that in first class? Who's that in business? Why are they in business class? I just wanted to know the stories. I wanted to be like, what did you do in life?
Do you have to be trained any different?
You can go all the way to Boston with 3 tiny kids who've all got their individual first class seats. Like, what the fuck?
What is it far better?
No, I don't think it's it's worth what you pay
Different
for.
food.
No,
and
not,
everything.
not for the money.
It's the same food. It's
Shut
just on,
up.
It's just on crockery.
Is it?
Yeah. No, first class food is nice. Like on our breaks, we used to get like stuff from first class or business class. And it was a
First
bit
class
nice.
food is the
Yeah.
same as
Would
the
say, like,
scum.
But you know, if you pay for so first class and business class, it was a bit better.
Cheese
It was
twist in
better.
first class.
Well, like if you get like you get the cooked breakfast in first class, the only difference is it comes on a plate with a metal knife and fork.
Instead of a prison tray.
The thing with first class though is that they don't do a meal service. You tell them when you're ready to eat, and
Yeah.
they do it like a la carte.
Yeah.
Right.
The thing is, with airplane food, it's actually not bad food. It's just you're at such a weird pressure. Your
ready
nose
meals,
doesn't
isn't it?
work anymore.
It's so
And also you're sat there
over,
eating off a little
seasoned
shitty tray.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Because you
just
ju-
dead
'cause-
salty because you
yeah,
can't taste it
Because
otherwise.
your nose is gone.
Yeah.
So most of your taste buds are in your olfactory sense. So you just don't fucking taste it.
But like no,
Do you have to get trained any differently to be a first class?
yeah, I did business class, but not first class. First class training.
Yeah.
I liked working in the galley. 'Cause
Yeah.
that was like just putting all the food out and doing all like the
Yeah.
food orders, and it was good. But it was boss. One time we went to where did we go? Chennai in India, and on Indian flights they always have half the crew who work for British Airways, but they're Indian, so they'll come to like the UK for like a 2-3 week, and they'll just put them up in like Premier Inn or whatever, and they'll do the back and forth, and then they'll go home for 3 weeks. So it's like 3 weeks on, 3 weeks off, which is ideal, I think. And because they were Indian staff, and because the Indian flights were really like, it was always like a lot of really old people whose kids had emigrated. So you'd have some little old man and woman who've come like from the back end of nowhere, and because they had to go into Canada, so they'd change at Heathrow, and they just didn't, they'd never travelled, and they didn't know what was going on. And I used to feel dead sorry for them, because they'd be like, there was them big, like, you know, them big tartan bags that people take to the laundrette.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, I can't put this up there. And you'd be like, you're not supposed to put something.
Supposed to be in the
people's
fucking
bags
hold.
away. And I'd be like, oh yeah, because they're all like quite short. I'd be like, oh yeah, just give us it. And then you'd be like, and they'd be like, I need my pills, or you'd be like, oh fucking hell. But then the minute the plane touched down, they'd be out the seat. And you're like, sit down. We haven't even stopped moving.
How much do you mix? Like everyone, air hostesses and pilots and all that.
Sometimes it's good. Like we used to call the pilots Nigels.
Right.
Because that's just like proper. But like when we went to Singapore, we had the first officer. The captain was amazing. He was dead sound. And as soon as we got on the coach, he went, right, everyone, if you want to go out tonight, don't. And bear in mind, we've been on a 14-hour flight. He was like, don't sit down. Just get changed, come back down. We'll meet down here at 6 o'clock. We'll all go to Fatty's, which is this dead famous restaurant in like Chinatown in Singapore. And he was like, I'll book us a table now as everyone. And we all went. We got the train to Fatty's, had this amazing meal. And then we went to he went, right, we're all going 4 floors. And I went, what's 4 floors? And he went, it's 4 floors of whores. And we went and we were just all dancing. Yeah. And there was just like lots of sex workers there. This fella just eating chips, getting a little toss under the table as he's eating his chips.
Was he?
Yeah. But it was bosh, you know. I loved it. And he was brilliant. He was dead sociable. But he did, as we walked in, because there was loads of crews from other airlines. So there's Virgin crew, Qantas crew. And they all come over and talk. And all the captains, all the pilots all know each other.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And as soon as this captain walked in, and he'd been sound, as soon as he walked in, he just went like that and took his wedding ring off and put it in his pocket.
A damning indictment on the BA pilots.
Some of them was that, like my first.
Maybe
my
just didn't want to get
flight.
his spring dirty. The chips.
Yeah, and the chips.
Yeah, don't want to get the grease on it, love.
But my first flight, they were like, you can go in the flight deck on landing if it's your first flight. And we were coming in from, I think, Portugal, somewhere in Lisbon, I think. And we were told in training, like, if you go in the flight deck, don't like interrupt the pilot. They're very busy. It's like a crucial time for them when they land, and they need to be fully focused. And so if you go in, do not speak. Only speak if you're spoken to. Just make sure you blah blah blah. So anyway, I was like, and I went in, and it was like dead clear night, and we were coming in over London, and you could see everything, and it was unbelievable. And so I was sat in the back, and I was trying to fasten my belt, and this pilot turned around and went, oh, I wouldn't fucking bother. If we crash, you're going to die anyway. So then I'm sat there, and it's called a critical phase. And I'm sat there, and they were like, so where are you from? And I was like, oh, am I allowed to talk to you in the critical phase? And they were like, oh, shut up, you dickhead. Right. I was like, oh, okay. But it was funny because I was sat in the back, and then we were just chatting. And you know what? I feel like I want to ask you if you've been busy. Like, I'm in the back of a car. But then as we're coming in, it was dead funny. These two lads were sound, right? And air traffic control, like, direct. And he was like, he's turning his mic off going, what's this dickhead doing here? It was fucking, you know, like the way you would if you were just driving your car, and it was just dead funny. But it was boss landing when you're in the flight deck. It was unbelievable, and it's so much smoother than you can't even feel it when you land. What do you mean? Like, you know, when you bump when you're sitting in the plane. When you land at the very front, when you sat in the flight deck, you just can't. I couldn't feel a thing. It was so smooth. But when you're down the front...
It's because it doesn't touch down. It's the real wheels first, then it's
up. Yeah. But also, like, when you're down the front... Oh, yeah. And the plane, like, banks, you can really feel it.
Yeah.
You can't really feel it when you sat down the back with the peasants.
Oh, wow. The scum.
Yeah.
Yeah, past the wings is where you feel all the fucking turbulence and shit.
It was boss though. It was a good job. I loved it. It was funny.
Go back, no?
Too old now, I think.
No, gibbet.
My mate works for Jet2. She keeps saying to me to apply, but it's not the same because you don't get to stay there. You're there and back.
Same day sort of thing. Yeah.
And it's also seasonal as well, so you only work like 8 months a year.
I just something weird about working at an airport. I just couldn't imagine going to an airport for work. It just fucked with me a bit.
Well, I applied to British Airways when I was 18, when they had a hub in Manchester. So I always wanted to do it. And then my son's girlfriend got a job with them. And then after my mum died, I had a bit of a like midlife crisis, and I was like, I feel like I need to do something different. And she went, British Airways are recruiting, and I was like, she went, just apply, see what happens. And I was like, I won't get in. I'm too old. And I went and I got in, and I was just like, what the fuck? I didn't think this had happened. It was mad.
Oh wow.
Places you got to go because of it. When at any other point in your life you're going to see 4 floors of whores, like that's a memorial.
I want to go back.
It was in Singapore.
Lovely there.
Singapore's great.
Merlions
everywhere.
What?
Merlions.
What are merlions?
They're the big lions with the fish tails.
Oh yeah, they are. Yeah, I didn't know that's what they were called.
Yeah, merlions.
Lionfish, I was calling them. But it's dead like safe there. You can walk around at 5 o'clock in the morning and you'd be safe. One of the girls lost a purse in 4 floors. This girl, South African girl, Tony, she was mad, right? She was just like after a fella. And we were all going, right, Tony, we're going. She's going, no, I'm staying here. I'm talking to this guy here. I want to stay with him because he's really fit. Look at him. I might take him back to my room. And I was like, what? No, don't. Like, what are you doing? And I just let him say to you, no, it'll be fine. I'll message you tomorrow. And I was like, all right. And then like going, oh my God, next morning, she come down to the pool. She looked like she'd been dragged through a hedge backward. She's going, I can't believe it. I lost my purse. I have lost all my money, my cards. I don't know where they are. I don't even remember getting back. This guy, turns out he had a wife. I was just like, no fucking way. So I was like, next minute, she was like, she went, I don't believe it. Someone had found her purse with her money, with her cards, with her ID, and handed it into our hotel because they knew it was a true hotel with everything in it. And she's like, I don't believe it. She was mad. But she was like, hey, I went, so where are you from? She was like, oh, I'm from Joburg. And I was like, all right, okay. And then what you do? What was it like with this? My mum has an animal sanctuary. And I was like, oh, that's so cool. Like, that must have been cool growing up with like lions and tigers. And she's like, oh no, cats and dogs. I was like, oh, fuck off. Imagine having an animal sanctuary in South Africa, but it's just domestic.
Just cats and dogs.
The vet.
Shit, that.
What are they called?
A lot of them in the estate.
If you look to your left,
kennels.
If you look to your left, you'll see the Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
This came to us about 3 months ago.
Funny.
Should we call it?
Call it if you want.
It's hot in here.
I was thinking it was
Yeah, well, maybe the popcorn chicken that I bought. I bought it for a thing, but we never got around to it. Yeah, do you want a bit?
Yeah.
Right, thanks very much.
Anything to plug?
Not that. When's this going out?
Week tomorrow.
No, I don't think so. I'm just
Look at
around.
a solo show going.
Follow me on it
You're
now.
going to put a solo show
I
in
haven't
now?
got another solo show booked in. I'll have to do one.
I thought you had one booked in.
Follow me on social media, even though Rob and Simon won't tag me.
What?
Will you tag me?
We collab on everything.
Do you?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, follow me.
Oh, there you go.
What is the at Kate Tracey?
Kate Tracey comedy.
Oh, you got a comedy on it now?
Yeah.
Used to be one,
I feel
didn't
like
it?
a knob. Kate Tracey 13.
Was it?
But I feel like a knob having it, that
Why?
at Kate Tracey comedy.
You deserve that
fuck
comedy.
No.
Like, that needs to be there.
Thanks.
What? Osbourne?
Yeah, follow me on social media and then complain about the fact that I don't post anything. So eventually I
If
might
you
actually
want,
finish something.
I
What
just curate other
handle?
people's posts and share them.
And if anyone's
Yeah.
got any mess.
That's all mine is.
Yeah, if anybody gets like private fucking meth, then hook me up with
Also,
with about, I don't know, 3 weeks worth, so I can really know.
any bad gal looking to try and make some money online,
Let me know.
his dick's free.
Any corn stars?
Give me at least a month to get in some more reasonable shape. But
What's your handle? What's your handle?
I can't even fucking remember. This is how much.
We'll find
We've got it.
It is MYK
Yeah, I thought
We've
it might have
got
been
it.
that.
We've got it.
MYK _Osbourne.
Sign us to the Patreon. Thanks very much.
Say that.